Let me take a few questions and then let me walk with my family, okay? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. What happened was, any of you guys ride bikes? Well, they have some that have this thing you put your toe in, back up, and it strains your foot so it doesn't slide off the pedal. When I was getting off the bike, it got stuck on the right side. And fell because we didn't notice.
Let's get that you're okay.
I was fine.
What about then? Are you still planning to go to Ukraine?
That depends.
On what?
On a lot of things relating to whether or not it causes more difficulty for Ukrainians, whether it distracts from what's going on. But I've been meeting with Zelensky, and I've talked with him almost at least 3-4 times a week. And but I'll be heading and going into Germany. Then I'm going to Spain. Then I'm going to Israel. Then I'm going into Saudi Arabia for a larger meeting of the community there, and then I'll be coming home probably direct.
So not going to Ukraine on the trip.
Well, on this trip, not likely.
Mr. President, you're considering a pause on the federal gas tax. Mr. President, we know that you're considering it, and Secretary Gaggle spoke about it yesterday.
Yeah, so I'm considering it.
How soon can we expect a decision?
Well, I hope I have a decision based on that I'm looking for by the end of the year.
Will you be sending Americans gas tax cards, gas rebate cards?
Well, that's part of what we're considering. That's part of the whole operation. And I'm just not in a position to answer that right now. Oh, excuse me.
We're close to making a decision on student debt.
Yes.
Would you extend the pause for a couple months at all, or is that on the table? Or
It's all on the table. I know.
and Mr. President, the Apple store workers formed their first union. This is the first time this has happened in the company. You're obviously a big supporter of collective bargaining. I mean, do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm proud of them. Look, workers have a right to determine under what conditions they're going to work or not. And I think that, I think the thing that everybody trying to misunderstands about unions, they tend to be, especially in trades, the best workers in the world. They go to equivalent of 4 years of college. They have 4 years of apprenticeship, and they break their neck. They get paid partially while they're going, but they get paid. So everybody's better off. Everybody's better off, including the final product is all of that.
Mr. President, chance to talk with lawmakers this weekend about the progress on guns. We might have something maybe even today.
Well, I'm confident that they've done. That there's a serious negotiation. It's very close to coming to fruition. It depends on whether or not, particularly Republican, has the courage to stay with what he approves of. But look, I'm also very proud of some of the states, like right here in Delaware. And passing this already. I've been pushing, like I pushed the first time, and more states. People up to 14 states. So look. There's more than that old saw, one way to skin a cat, but it'd be better if we had better regulation of the sale of firearms nationally and nationally mandated.
Mr. President, are you confident that Ukraine is going to become a member of the European Union?
I think that's likely, very likely to happen. I know. That's my press secretary daughter.
Our session's even more likely than ever.
Not the majority of them are saying that. Come on, don't make things up, okay? Now you're sounding like a Republican politician. I'm joking. That was a joke. Yeah. But all kidding aside, no, I don't think it is. I was talking to Larry Summers this morning, and there's nothing inevitable about a recession. I think we're going to be able to do. I think we're going to be able to get a change in Medicare and a reduction in the cost of insulin. Insulin, if you know anybody who has type 2 diabetes or has a child or has it, they need less shots during the week. It can cost them up to $1,000 a week. And it may not cost more than $35. And they're still going to make 3.5 times what they invested in these. We also can move in a direction that we can provide for the tax, increasing taxes on those in the corporate area as well as the individuals as it relates to Trump's tax cut, which is inflation. They're, going out and buy the yacht better than hell for the economy board. And we also, I'm working with my team is put together at the same time. My dear mother used to have an expression. Now, if anything lousy, something good happened, to look hard enough for it. We have a chance here to make a fundamental turn toward renewable energy, electric vehicles, and not just electric vehicles, but across the board. And that's something we should be. My team is going to be sitting down with the CEOs of the major oil companies this week, and try to get an explanation how they justify making $35 billion in the first
Are
quarter.
you planning to sit down with oil and gas CEOs, Mr.
No.
President? Why is that, sir?
Because my team's going to do that.
Okay, but you did that with retailers and logistics companies and consumer companies.
Because I had it already done.
How they cut more if they're already at capacity?
Well, they can, because what they're doing, first of all, what they've done is they cut back on the refining taxes. All this stuff you hear about, and you guys have to report that Biden limited the amount of oil. They have 9,000 leases, 9, and they should either use it or lose it. And that's number one. Number two, the problem is what they've done is they've cut back on refining. And they say because they don't want to get caught in a position where eventually we're going to move to alternative energy, renewable energy, and they don't want to get stuck. Well, guess what? There's a logical transition to be made. And I want an explanation from them as to why they aren't refining more oil. And anyway,
All right. Fuck.
Thank
you.
Yeah, thank you.
We're all set.
For your anniversary, sir.
Yeah.
Any top line goals for 2020?
yes, one of the things that you may recall that I initiated was the international flat tax tradition. And we got 140 some nations to sign on to it. I'm coming. This is because of my son Bo's oldest program. And she's trying to tell me, Dad, Grandpa, Pop, get going. He promised me to walk.
Hey, what you guys do for Father's Day?
We had dinner.
Hung out together.
It was really fun, and we did puzzles. What did you buy the first lady for your?
All right. Hey, Dad.
Thank you guys. That's a wrap. Nice show.
See you guys.
Thank you, Mr. President.